Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SKA Awaaz. Today we have someone who's not just speeding on the track but also racing ahead in breaking barriers. Kareen Kaur. Kareen, welcome to SKA Awaaz.
Hi, I'm really grateful to be here.
Kareen is also here with her parents Deep and Kiran. Deep and Kiran, Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Sri Akal to you.
Yeah. Thank you for being here with Kareen. Kareen, before I get into the nitty-gritty, I'm going to ask you a fun question. All right? Now, if tomorrow's newspaper had to write a headline about you, what would it say? Anything?
I think it will say Singapore fastest female driver.
Amazing. Okay, thank you, Kareen. Now, Kareen, let's rewind a little bit. How did this all start? Basically, I want to know, when did you realize that I'm loving the adrenaline?
I started karting when I was 9 years old, and my dad and I went to this karting place, which is fun karts. So we went there and we tried the fun karts, and then we were spotted by this European team, to drive race karts.
Sure.
And then now I've been driving for 29 team racing, and it's really fun.
I see. Deep, what do you have to say about this? Why did you bring your daughter to a go-kart instead of some, play date or somewhere else? How did this happen? Did you have a part to play, basically?
Actually, it was not intention. It wasn't my intention to go to a go-kart track on that day. We were actually having lunch.
Right.
We were together out. Then after lunch, we were just passing by this go-kart track.
Sure.
And then as a kid, she was, I think, 9 years old. At 9 years old, right?
Yeah.
So she asked me, there are kids playing the go-kart, the fun kart. Said, can I try? So I was like, I know she likes cars.
Yeah.
But was never going towards go-kart at that point of time. I felt that she was too young. And so she asked me, Papa, I want to try because there are some kids doing it. So I told her, and she might not be able to drive because there's age limit.
Sure.
So the vendors there, they actually allowed her because of her height.
Yeah, she's
so she tried it for the first time.
Yeah.
And she actually came in she actually played with the adults there.
Really?
And, yeah. And I was amazed she knows where's the brake and accelerator as well. I do not know. I now teach her that. No, I did not teach her that. And I think she's been watching movies and all.
Sure.
Cars,
Yeah.
So when she did that, out of I think 13 drivers, right? 13.
Yeah.
She came in 4th.
And I'm assuming after that you persuaded your dad that you want to keep on doing this?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And so it became a very like a weekly thing, a monthly thing, that you started going to the kart?
Yeah, I will always be very excited. I always beg my dad to bring me to go karting because I feel really happy when I'm driving.
Kareen, I want to ask you something very important. A couple of years ago, you had your PSLE. Now, I've been chatting with your dad about your accomplishments, and I am truly inspired by what you do. I want you to start off by telling me how you're managing all this. You are flying in and out Singapore, you are landing back at odd hours, and then you're getting up at 6 o'clock again, you're going to school, you have netball practices, you have Punjabi school on Saturday. You still manage to go, and I'm not sure if you have family time, friends time. How are you managing all this, Kareen?
For my exams, I manage because when I go home or when I go overseas, I bring my work with me over there. Sure. Then when during break time, I study because my mom's an English teacher.
Yes.
So she can help me with my English homework and stuff. And I'm really grateful to the teacher to help me. And for my studies, I really when I come back to school, I ask what I missed and then try to catch on with my friends.
Yeah.
And with my teacher, I make schedules with them to help me cope with my studies. And it seems to be flowing right now.
Right.
And so far, it seems good.
So do you get stressed, especially like I mentioned that you crossed PSLE? Do you remember that phase being a little bit stressful, like managing your races, managing your competitions, but ensuring that in September you were ready to sit for your papers?
Yeah, I was like quite stressed, but I managed to push through because with my family by my side supporting me.
Yeah.
And I think support is like a really big thing that you need
Very good.
because you have to juggle two sports and academic, and if their support helped me throughout the PSLE period, and I just did it.
Very good. Let's talk about any moment of self-doubt and having to overcome them. Who has been the constant support in your life when you are confused, when you are perhaps a little fearful about your match or about juggling? I mean, you can't be perfect 100%. So in moments of self-doubt, who do you approach?
My family, because they are the one that was supporting me like from the start, and I know they will support me all the way to the end. And I had a lot of self-doubts because there was actually one time I told my dad that I wanted to quit karting because I was at the back, but then he told me, don't quit it, just work harder. And I took his advice and he kept on supporting me, and then I'm here already, and I'm so grateful to have them by my side, helping me and like telling me not to give up, because my motto is not giving up. You should like embrace failure like how you embrace success.
Wow, big words, and you're only 14. I'm really impressed.
I wanted to add in something.
Sure.
She's also a very emotional girl. So there was a point she could not win podiums. So she told me the first podium, if I win, I'm not taking back the trophy. I'm going to give to my team owner. And she gave it to him. And then she's very close to her mechanic, who's been with her since she was a cadet. And the mechanic never gave up on her, because starting everybody is not good.
Yeah.
So she took some time to be good. I think very long.
Yeah.
But the mechanic, there were times the other mechanics used to tell me after a race when she couldn't make it, he goes to his room and cry.
Really?
Yes. And when she heard that, she was so heartbroken that she is not giving the results to the mechanic. So that race, when she heard the last race, the next race she told me, Papa, I don't care, I'm going to be on podium. She went on the podium, she took the medal, she took out the medal and gave to the mechanic. And that he deserves it. And then he was so emotional, he went all over social media. That,
He was so happy.
If you want to learn how to respect somebody, learn from Kareen.
I'm extremely touched, Kareen. You want to mention his name on the podcast?
Yeah, can. Yeah. He deserves it. And this time in Thailand, I think he was more proud than us when she came in, because it's her first senior, and she's going in game with men.
Yeah.
And the men couldn't reach her. And he's like, my driver. My driver.
Yeah, I think he treats her like a daughter.
Yeah, he treats her like a daughter.
Yeah.
He also has daughters. Yeah, he's from Philippines, so he comes all over. He flies over
Really?
just for her race. Yeah, he's her personal mechanic.
And what's his name?
I call him Uncle Vermel.
So big shout out to Uncle Vermel.
Yeah.
Can I talk about your recent contribution, giving back to the society? You've been involved heavily in cancer awareness initiatives, and you've been invited to some women-inspired workshops, if I could say. Where does this value system come from, and what does Seva mean to you, Kareen?
Seva means to me like helping people in need, and I believe like if you help people, you get like good karma. And I feel like really happy helping people in need, because like you can be somebody to like someone and they will look up to you, and I feel like really grateful helping the people like in need, because like Babaji always taught us you should help people even though there's like circumstances, you should just help them, because that's what good people do.
That's right. And how did this whole cancer campaign come your way?
Actually, my grandma like died of cancer. And like it's okay. And like a lot, I've been seeing like Singapore has a lot of like high risk of cancer.
That's right.
And I want to like support people in cancer to show them that they are not alone in this. And so I just like started supporting them from there.
And recently, you received a lot of support. I think on behalf of you, I would also like to thank people from our community who helped you to raise this amount. What would you like to say to them, Kareen?
I'm really grateful for the amount you put in, and the cancer people would be like really grateful too, because you help them like by giving money, and by helping them you get like good karma.
That's right.
And like I'm just like really grateful for them.
It's lovely. Deep and Kiran, if I could speak to the both of you a bit. I understand there's so much going on in your family in terms of supporting the girls. You have another 2 beautiful daughters, Kushwin and
Kavneet.
right. And the both of you require substantial amount of dedication, resources. Let's talk about Kareen. How are you all managing the family time, the monetary side of it? The both of you are working full-time jobs. Who is traveling with her? Who is taking care of the rest too? Ensuring that she doesn't get too pressurized. Kiran, maybe you can share, because you are a teacher and you know how mental health is so important for the kids today.
Well, I think we both play very different roles in supporting Kareen. I think for Deep, he's more of the one that pushes her, and I'm more of the soft side in that sense, which I think there needs to be a balance of both for her to excel. I mean, she can't go all soft because she is fighting the boys anyway. She needs to build that kind of mental resilience and strength as well. And I think that's something that probably Deep will provide for her. Whereas for me, it's more of the motivational, the emotional side of stuff. So we work together. We both have put in different things on the plate for her. Well, in terms of family time, I think I think we have learned how to rework certain things. Our holidays now are on the tracks. So whenever she goes racing, if it's school holidays, I'm there together with her as well as my other daughters. And then we all are holidaying, using that as a holiday in that sense. But it's still time spent together. I mean, that's the purpose of holidays as well, is to bond together, at the same time supporting her. And then after that, whenever free time, we bond as a family.
Tell me more about the other 2 who are also in the sporting limelight, if I could say.
Yeah. My number 2, Kushwin, she does martial arts.
Sure.
And she started at the age of 5 years old. And at the age of 7 or 8, she was the first female to receive gold medal in Thailand.
Wow.
Yes, and she's been to Philippines also. There also she won gold medal for wrestling. And then today we heard the news that she's also selected for Singapore national squad.
For the next round.
Yeah.
Next round. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So we are preparing her for hopefully she does well.
Yeah.
We are hoping that she can represent Singapore in our SEA Games, which will be held in 2029.
The youngest one is running.
Yes.
I think she's the one with the most, normal kind of sport.
She's the most cutest. I saw her picture. She seems the most daring and the most gung-ho.
Actually, she's Kareen's biggest supporter in that sense.
Is she?
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about your bond with your sisters. Since they are both into sports as well, and they are doing really well, how do you motivate them, Kareen?
I motivate them by like bringing them to the gym, because they're still quite young, and they don't know how to carry weights properly, so they don't injure themselves. So I just help them, motivate them, because my youngest sister Kavneet, she can't go to the gym yet because she's too young to carry weights. So I do home gym with her, where you don't need weights. You just use your body mass to build the muscle. Body weight to build the muscle.
Sure.
And because she does running, and she also tried this long jump event, and she was really good. And so I'm now teaching her how to do long jump to get better.
Amazing. Deep, how do you mentally prepare these girls and to be in, wrestling, and then you have motorsports, to be in a space where the majority of them there are males? How do you mentally prepare them?
Actually, it's not that easy.
I'm
being
sure.
girls, they have their side of their girls.
Yep.
Yeah. So what I usually do is like I bring them out alone
Yeah.
for lunch or something like that. Sit down, speak to them what they want. And for this one, since young, when she was 3-4 years old already, she liked cars. So
Yeah.
I just asked her, "Do you really want it?"
Yeah.
She said, "I really, really want it." So that's how I motivate them. The other one, my number 2, is I could see her build. Her
Yeah.
build was different.
Yeah.
She got a different kind of build and different kind of character. You just can't have a normal character to go into wrestling.
Of course.
Yeah, and she's not afraid to take challenges.
Wow.
Yeah, she's not afraid at all. So they are two different. 3 of them are totally different. All 3 of them are different.
Yeah.
So that's why I put them in a different spots.
Talking about bravery, Kiran, I just want to ask you, do you coming back to Kareen, there are significant risks when it comes to kart racing. High speeds, lack of protection compared to probably a F1 car or even a normal car. How do you cope with worrying as a mother? And also, how do you not show her that? I mean, I'm saying this in front of her, but how do you put up that front? How do you calm yourself? Because it is a scary sport. And in Punjabi, they say, "Ek maa da jigra." She has to be so brave to ensure that her kids cross everything. But that the risks are there. And tell me, how do you do this?
Yeah, actually, honestly, it is pretty scary watching her race. I think she doesn't see when she's in the cart and she's going. That's when I think she doesn't see that side of me where I'm screaming or I'm worried about her. And I think what's worse is when they go for, like last year when she went for her Europe races and all those, and there were major accidents. He'll just tell me, Kareen got into accident, then he'll just put on the phone. I'm like, what? And I'm
These
in
husbands
Singapore.
and their
Yeah,
limited
because he needs to.
responses.
Yeah, but I think because he is also running, he can't see her because the tracks are big.
Yeah.
And he also needs to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So there are moments like that. All we do is really just pray and
That's right.
hope that everything is fine. So touch wood. So far she has gone through some really bad accidents, but it's just made her stronger. But at the same time, like you said, yes, I have to also make myself stronger, because I think what I see is her passion, I see her love, and I think, I can't take it away from her. So the best I can do is support her. It can't be because of my fear I should stop her in that sense. So yes, she doesn't see a lot of things. A lot of things are between the two of us. Sometimes we worry about her, but she doesn't see the aspect of it. But I think at the end of the day is we're all out for her. This is what she loves, and we're just doing our best to help her achieve whatever she wants to achieve. Yeah.
You're very lucky to have the both of them as parents, actually, Kareen. You and your siblings.
Thank you.
So, Kareen, this month we celebrate International Women's Day, and coincidentally, this year's theme is Accelerate Action. We've got the keyword accelerate there, right? They are focusing on taking swift and decisive steps toward achieving gender equality. It highlights the urgency of addressing systemic barriers and biases that women face both in personal and professional lives. So, have you experienced any sort of biases while your competitions were going on, like ever since you started, like proper competitions?
Motorsports in Singapore is male-dominated sport, and I'm the female driver there.
Yeah.
And it's actually because the boys over there have more muscles than me, so I have to work 2 times as hard to win them, because it's actually go-kart is actually a really tough sport, and in order to like win, you have to have determination and support.
Yeah.
And if you don't have like these two, like I think that you might not like win,
Yeah.
because I think determination is the key thing in order to like win, because if you set your mind to it, then you can do it. Because like even before the race, if you say you can't do it, the chances of you winning is almost 100% not gonna win.
So would you say that crossing all your competitions, you have gained more guts now? I mean, I don't want to use the word guts, but are you able to face these boys more confidently now?
Yeah, I am, because these overseas races have taught me to be more like braver and like to dive in to overtake the other drivers, because there's like female drivers in Europe. They're like not afraid to do anything. They don't
bold.
care. Yeah, they don't care if they are facing boys or girls. They will just go for it.
Nice.
And seeing them drive has made me think, if they can do it, why can't I? They're females too also.
And how do you think you can contribute to this year's IWD theme of accelerating action with regards to motorsports?
By telling this woman to be confident in what they do and to like never give up.
Yes.
It's like my motto, right?
Yeah.
Never give up and just stay focused. If you put your mindset to it, you can do it. Yeah.
Yes, they can. Kareen, diverting a little bit away from IWD, you are probably the only Sikh girl in Asia, I would like to say the world, but I'll just be safe, representing the motorsports, right? Do you feel a sense of responsibility towards the community, and what would you like to say to the young girls of the same age as you?
I feel it's important to role model, to encourage and motivate the girls that are my age, because the girls at my age are not like adults yet, and they are still kids.
Yeah.
So I feel that it's important to like help them to put their mindset to like they can do it, whatever they want to do. They can just if you believe in it, you can do it.
So the girls, your friends in Punjabi school, do they know you are a racer?
Yeah.
Amazing. Talking about the community, Deep and Kiran, would you want to share with us on how you think the community can support Kareen?
Honestly, I think it's an expensive sport. So
Of course.
I think it is. We try to help her as much as we can, but I think financially, I think sponsorships will be a great thing.
Yep.
Because I think that will really help push her in terms of exposure to different races,
Definitely.
to more races.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what she's doing is limited to also what we can afford as well. Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, I think sponsorship is really something that would really help her. Yeah.
Definitely. So Kareen, what's next for you? And any big races or any ultimate dream when it comes to motorsports?
I really want to get into F1 Academy and represent Singapore in F1 Academy. And next year, I'm thinking of doing a single-seater racing to like get my step up into like academies, like the next level.
Amazing. Kareen, before you go, tell me and tell the SKA Awaaz young listeners especially, what's your daily routine like?
My example of typical Thursday morning is I wake up at 5:30 a.m. I get ready, then I leave the house by 6:20 a.m. to go to school. Then after that, after school, I end at 2:20 p.m. Then at 3 o'clock, I have my netball training, and I end at 6:30 p.m. And then my dad will pick me up from training to go all the way to Kranji for go-karting.
Wow.
Then I drive all the way until 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Then after that, I come back home around 10 p.m. And after that, I have to eat my dinner and do my homework. Then I sleep around 11, 12 a.m. Yeah.
Your schedule is
She is.
literally jam-packed.
She's more busy than I
Yes.
am.
Deep and Kiran, any parting thoughts to young parents out there?
I just feel that your kids, for a start, they might not in the right sport, but always put them in sports, because I feel sports is very important in life. There are a lot of benefits. First of all, you'll be healthier. You'll be more active. Your brains will be more active, and then they will be away from bad companies when they are busy doing this kind of stuff.
For sure.
Yeah. So I just feel that putting them in sports, it's a very good choice. Yeah.
Right, Kiran?
I think the message that I will want to probably bring across is that I think as a parent, I've learned that being there for our children when they fail is actually one of the most important things. It's actually very easy to celebrate their wins, but it is in their failures that they honestly truly grow. So when they stumble, I think they need us to be their safe space. And when we offer support, encouragement, I think it helps them to move forward. One of the another important things also to have open communication. It's about listening to their feelings and helping them process their emotions, and not just focusing on the outcomes. I think by being present and by creating that kind of environment when they feel they are hurt, we not only teach them resilience and the importance of learning from their mistakes, but we also learn about their interests and worries. And this gives us the opportunity to actually understand what they are going through as they live in a world that is very different from our experiences growing up.
Definitely. I can't thank the three of you enough for being on this podcast, especially you, Kareen. But before we end this podcast, I have to do something fun. Okay, it's called I named it especially for you, the Pit Stop Rapid Fire, where it's going to be quick questions, quick answers, no overthinking. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, if you had to race a non-racing vehicle, which one would you pick? A tractor, a tricycle, or rickshaw?
A tractor.
Oh, very good. Punjaban.
She experienced it in India.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
just enjoyed it.
Amazing.
The farm, right?
Yes.
So you went to Punjab?
Yes.
Very good. Describe your driving style in 3 words.
Aggressive, fast, and daring.
Whoa, nice. If your dad was your pit crew chief, okay, what's the one job you will not let him do?
I will let him do everything because he has a mechanical background and I trust him like 100%.
Oh, that's so sweet, Kareen. Now, I like this one. I want to know, if your entire family had a racing challenge, who would come in last?
My mom.
Somehow I knew you were going to say that.
I take offense to that.
I don't know whether she's going to give you dinner later.
I think I'm fast.
Okay, Dad and Mom, this is for you. All right. If Kareen wins a championship, how do you guys celebrate?
I think we'll cry first.
Yes.
Yeah, I think because we've invested so much in her, and I think
Yes.
seeing her happiness, I think the first thing we'll do is we'll probably huddle and cry.
Okay. Let's see. My next question is for Dad. What's the fastest you have driven, legal or illegally? Okay, let's not talk about illegal. I think better you say legal.
Correct.
Because I think
Maybe
that
you
that's the
talk
one.
about Autodrome.
Where was that?
Dubai, right? You did a F4
Yeah. How
cut.
fast did you go, Deep?
Yeah, I did this in Autodrome. The car somehow it's close to F4, no, but close.
Yeah.
I'm saying close, but it's not really a F4.
Yeah.
So in that Autodrome track, I drove this car. So I went about 230 kilometers per hour, about there.
My goodness.
Yeah.
A car? Is it?
It's in Dubai.
It looks like an
Dubai,
F4 car.
It's like an F4 car.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on a track. La.
Yeah, it's on the racetrack.
Okay, lastly, for the both of you, if you had to give Kareen a pre-race pep talk, what would it usually sound like?
I usually it's quite simple to actually to pep talk to her.
Yeah.
My questions are always the same. You really want this? How desperate are you to win? So she tells me I'm very desperate. I'm going to go win. So it's quite simple.
It's very touching. Kareen, because it's International Women's Day, I actually have got something for you. I hope you will understand it before we sign off. I kind of wrote you a poem. It's in Punjabi. I hope you understand it, but I would like to dedicate this to you because you are inspiring, and I'm sure you're going to inspire a lot of Punjabi girls, our Sikh girls in the community. Should I start?
Yeah.
You guys understand Punjabi?
Yes. Very well. I used to study here.
Oh yes, okay. Oh, in Khalsa Club?
Khalsa.
Amazing. Okay. The title is Befikar धी. धी means daughter, okay? हर एक धी ਨੂੰ ਪੰਖ ਮਿਲਨ ਅਸਮਾਨ ਤੱਕ ਉੱਚੀ ਉਸਦੀ ਉਡਾਰੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਰੋਕੇ ਉਸਦੇ ਰਾਹ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਰੋੜੇ ਕੰਕਰ ਵਿਛਾਏ ਹੋਵੇ ਉਸਦੀ ਚਮਕ ਨਾ ਦਬਾਈ ਜਾਵੇ ਚੰਨ ਅਤੇ ਤਾਰੇ ਵਾਂਗ ਉਹ ਚਮਕੇ ਦਿਲ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਬੇਫਿਕਰ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਨਾਲ ਕਹੇ ਨਾ ਡਰੇ ਨਾ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਧਮਕਾਵੇ ਕਦੇ ਗੁੱਡੀਆਂ ਕਦੇ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਖੇਡਣ ਦੀ ਆਜ਼ਾਦੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਕਦੇ ਮੈਦਾਨ ਕਦੇ ਦਫ਼ਤਰ ਹਰੇਕ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਇਨਸਾਫ ਹੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਲਿਖੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਦਿਲ ਦੀ ਕਰੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਰਿਸ਼ਤੇਦਾਰ ਸਮਾਜ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਰਾਹ ਰੋਕੇ ਕਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਓਏ ਤੂੰ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਨਾ ਕਹੇ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਹੱਕ ਨੂੰ ਟੋਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਬਾਪ ਦੀ ਧੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹੈ ਹਰ ਧੀ ਲਈ ਉਹ ਬਿਨ ਰੁਕਾਵਟ ਬੇਫਿਕਰ ਜੀਵੇ ਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਡਰੇ ਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਤੜਫੇ ਸਿਰਫ ਸਿਰ ਉੱਚਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਹੋਣ ਦਾ ਅਭਿਮਾਨ ਮਾਨੇ
No,
nice.
you really made me emotional.
Very nice.
I'm not a
That's
mother
really
of
nice.
a daughter, but I am a daughter. And I end this wishing Kiran and Kareen happy International Women's Day.
Same to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really a very nice
Thank you.
poem.
And that's a wrap on this exciting episode of SKA Awaaz, Voices That Inspire. A huge thank you to Kareen Kaur for sharing her incredible journey with us. We can't wait to see you race towards even greater success. And as we celebrate International Women's Day, we want to take a moment to recognize and appreciate all the amazing women in our community, those breaking barriers, leading the way, and making a difference in every field. Your contributions, strength, and dedication continue to inspire us all. Thank you for tuning in. And if you loved this episode, don't forget to share it. You can listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Stay connected with SKA Awaaz for more inspiring stories coming your way. Until next time, I'm Harpreet Kaur. Take care and keep chasing your dreams.